thing, what would it be? What would you take back? Anything ever that you've ever done, if you could take it back and not do it, what would it be?
It's difficult. Take it back. If you take it back, I got a thing I left behind. I want not take it back. I would like to go back to Washington, D.C. I used to live there for 2 years.
You want to go back?
I would like to.
So you don't have any regrets? Anything you wish you never did?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I have one more page.
Another page.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Who is your favorite singer?
Elvis Presley.
I should have known she was going to say that.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley.
And Chayanne.
What challenges did you have to overcome in life? Challenges.
Like education?
No. Like challenges, like being a single mother of 4 kids, having 3 jobs, like that's a challenge. Like how were you able to overcome that?
Having 3 jobs and I raise my children by myself.
So how did you manage having 4 kids and 3 jobs? How did that happen? Who were your kids with?
They was growing. They was growing. They let me go. And my daughter learned to cook very early. She stay in the house, take care of the house, and I having 3 jobs sometimes. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is the story? You said you were born in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So how did you get from Dominican Republic to New York? Like how did it end up from Dominican Republic to Philly?
I used to work in the hospital over there. I'm dietitian for the patient. I worked so long in the hospital. Government, I was very close to the president's brother for that time. When they killed the president, I lost my job. Then I went to the city, the capital, get my brother Maximo in the motorcycle, take me to the embassy, lie to them, say that my cousin gave me money to travel, and they gave me visa. Then I talked to my uncle and tell my uncle that I'm going to Puerto Rico to get business in order for him to give me money, because I don't have money.
Right.
And my uncle gave me the money to buy pictures, and I went to Puerto Rico, and I take the flight without nobody. I just met the lady in
to go to Puerto Rico.
To go to Puerto Rico. I met the lady in the flight. She take me to her house. I sleep her husband in the little tiny bed, and I started from there.
You met someone on the...
And find a job with the doctor.
You met someone on the plane?
I met somebody in the plane. I take off, I don't know.
How long was the plane ride?
Oh, an hour from Santo Domingo to Puerto Rico.
And you were able to find somewhere to stay?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
In the same chair. She behind me. And she take me to her house and helping me a lot. And I find a job in housekeeping and the lady and the doctor.
So you went by yourself from Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico by yourself?
By myself.
So where were your kids left? Where were your kids at?
Split with my friend. My friend take care of my kids because my family told I follow Mino to Puerto Rico because he was in Puerto Rico, and they don't want to take the kids, and my friend take the kids and move around with the kids, go this and there. I suffer a lot for that.
Okay.
And I left with her at my house, and they all furnished to her, and came to Puerto Rico. From Puerto Rico, I working there. A doctor lady, save some money, and then ask somebody to meet me in New York. I take flight to New York.
So when did you start, how did it happen where your kids came with you? Where did you get your kids back from? You got them like you were in Puerto Rico and your kids came back, or you were in New York and your kids came back?
I was in New York. I went to Washington, D.C. for 2 years. Then went back to New York. From New York, I get 2 kids, Luis and 81st.
Okay.
And then they gave me a hard time for getting Raisa and Mancho because they said they wasn't my kids in the embassy. And I got a hard time for a couple of years. There I get the other ones.
Okay, so years later, then you went and got Juancho and Raisa. Okay. And then that was in New York. So how did you get from, what made you go from New York to Philadelphia?
It made me come from New York to Philadelphia because Luis was in the Navy and he was to drive at night back to New York and scared, and then I decided to move to Philadelphia.
But what made you pick Philadelphia?
Because Luis was in the Navy and my friends live in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, your friends live here.
And Luis was here in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. He was
Navy base.
Oh, okay. So, racism, as in someone treating you different because of your race.
No, not whatsoever.
You've never had to deal with that?
No.
Okay.
Never.
So, how did you feel when you found out you were pregnant for the first time?
Well, happy.
Yeah?
I was happy. That's okay. I feel happy.
How did you find out? Like, because I know back then it was a...
I don't want to say in there.
No. Like, did you just take a test or you went to the doctors?
Because I know that I was pregnant because I didn't see my regular...
Yeah. Oh, okay. This video is for the kids of the family who, don't know this. Like, there's a lot of this stuff I didn't know. This video is also for the children in the family who haven't even been born yet or thought about or anything. So what is one piece of advice that you would want to leave the family? Advice that we could,
If I pass away, to leave the family?
No, like just advice in general. What is one piece of advice you would want to leave the family?
I really don't understand this.
How do I put this? So you know how like I talk to you and I ask for advice? Like you give me advice, you tell me like...
Oh, I want to be the family, be good, they behave, don't get in trouble.
Don't get in trouble?
Drugs.
Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. Never do drugs. and be with the husbands, never let the husband be together forever. And do good, be good in life. Remember me, follow my thoughts. Okay?
Oh, okay. And so I have one more question. Do you have any regrets about not having a love life after the father of your kids? Because all four of your kids have the same father. So do you have any regrets of not having a relationship? Did you have any relationships after Wilhelmina?
Yeah, I have one relationship with American man for so many years.
So many years? How many years?
Until I came to Philadelphia.
Okay, so it was in New York.
In New York.
And so, would you say you guys were together for a long time?
Yeah.
So you guys broke up when you moved?
Not together, boyfriend.
Huh?
It was my boyfriend.
Yeah, your boyfriend. But like, what happened when you moved? He y'all just broke up? Yeah. And there was no one after that?
No, nobody. No.
Do you have any regrets on that, or are you okay with it? You're okay, like, by yourself?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay.
A few said, I would like, but they don't. When you alone and you have a house and you have everything, the men only want what you have. And I don't want that.
Right. Okay, well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Eso tú?
That's it.
Menos mal.
You did really good. I appreciate you answering all of the family questions. Yeah.
Está bien.
All right. We're all good. Okay, well, thank you so much for letting me interview you. Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I'll take all that stuff off, okay?